Did you know that 6.4% of college students between the ages of 18 and 22 have misused Adderall? Hi, my name is Jacob Strong, and today I'm going to be talking about the purpose of Adderall and why it is misused among college students. By the end of this presentation, you will find out whether or not those who use Adderall illicitly are doing so for the actual benefit or if they're doing it in vain. So for our overview today, we talk about what is Adderall, Adderall's intended use, and Adderall and why it is controversial. So what is Adderall? So Adderall contains a combination of amphetamine and dextroamphetamine. So Adderall may cause heart attacks, strokes, and sudden death in people with high blood pressure, heart disease, or heart defects. So students frequently cited unpleasant side effects, which included loss of appetite, mood swings, sleep disruption, jitteriness, or loss of sociability during usage, and crash-like fatigue following usage. So Adderall is a central nervous system stimulant. Adderall is a controlled substance, which means it cannot be purchased over the counter, and this is because it has a potential for abuse. So some of the other examples of stimulants are cocaine, meth, caffeine, or even tobacco. So Adderall's intended use. So ADHD has become the most commonly diagnosed psychiatric disorder among school-age children. So Adderall's use is a psychostimulant drug that helps increase the amount of dopamine and norepinephrine in the brain. Because of this, rather than calming the person down, the affected client is simply better able to focus his or her energy, concentrate, and reduce attention to extraneous stimuli. So those with ADHD have symptoms of hyperactivity, keeping consistent amounts of attention in normal tasks, and they have an excess amount of anxiety. Adderall is an amphetamine and dextroamphetamine, and both of these are central nervous system stimulants that, when combined together, fight the symptoms of ADHD. Even though it is a stimulant, it brings the people down. So stimulants are typically the first line of medication treatment for ADHD, given their extremely high positive response rate of 75 to 80% among children in treating the symptoms of ADHD. So Adderall is not a cure for ADHD. It is a temporary fix for the symptoms caused by ADHD, and there are alternatives such as antidepressants. So Adderall in college students. The idea is that if you use Adderall and you don't have ADHD, that you have abnormal amounts of energy and to accomplish more tasks like studying, which enables you to do better on tests. So college students. College years are usually one of experimentation. Psychoactive drug use and recreational stimulant use is highest among 18 to 25-year-olds. 70% of the students who used Adderall specifically for academic advancement. So for college students, again, 28% of prescribed users and 50% of non-prescribed users reporting that obtaining stimulant medications was easy to somewhat easy in college. Also, college students are more likely to divert stimulants than any other abusive medication. So the problem with using Adderall. Adderall comes in different colors depending on the concentration. When students are being sold Adderall, oftentimes the pills are not given in a bottle. And so as you can see here, depending on the dosage that is prescribed to someone, the pills look completely different. And this is a problem because you don't actually know if you're receiving Adderall if you're using it illicitly. So does Adderall enhance your performance? The illicit use of non-prescribed Adderall among college students and Rutgers, the results showed that the average for students who used Adderall for academic advancement actually had lower GPAs. And it should also be noted that students with generally higher GPAs are roughly half as likely to use psychostimulant medication as those having lower GPAs. So Adderall did not improve reading comprehension or fluency and impaired working memory. In an additional study by the University of Rhode Island. And so each student received Adderall in one session and the placebo in the other. This allowed the researchers to see the effects of the medication versus the placebo. And So they are subjecting themselves to a psychological effects, but they do not appear to be enhancing their neurocognition. So this showed that those that did not receive the placebo and actually received the drug actually had no effects. So, in conclusion, as I have shown you through this presentation, Adderall is a drug that is meant to help those diagnosed with ADHD and narcolepsy. However, college students use it illicitly for enhancements in school. However, as I have shown here, this effect on people is nothing more than a placebo effect, and students should probably just stop using it if they were to know, as I have shown, that it actually does not affect you in a positive way.